What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking all about 5 different ways that you can stand out from your competition, because that's the only way that people are going to remember you. So when it comes time to hiring or rehiring, they're going to know exactly what you're all about. Let's get started. Hey guys, this is Logan Shinholster with Contractor Growth Network. Today, I'm going to be walking you through 5 different ways that you can actually stand out from your competition, because let's face it, it's super hard these days, especially with technology progressing as fast as it is. And a lot of times, like if you're selling a service, a lot of people focus on the wrong stuff and they commoditize themselves. So let me give you 5 different ways that you can actually stand out from the competition so people really know who you are. Step number 1 is going to be do the opposite. Find one thing in your industry as a whole, not your business, your industry as a whole, that is a problem, that frustrates all prospects, and do the opposite of that. What happened with FedEx is FedEx has their slogan is, when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight. Now, in the world of shipping, there's an issue when people overnight stuff and it doesn't show up overnight. What if you're going to court tomorrow and you need your passport or whatever you got to do? If that doesn't show up on time, you're totally SOL. And that is one of the biggest fears when it comes to overnight shipping, is that there's a reason you're doing overnight shipping. It has to show up on time, and that is what FedEx set out to fix. When it absolutely positively has to be there overnight, they are staking their claim to say, look, we got your back, it's gonna be there. That makes you feel way better from a overall brand trust perspective, that they're gonna help you out versus just saying, yep, overnight shipping, we got you. Same with Domino's. Domino's did their 30 minutes or less. It didn't really work out for them because now, they got in a lot of trouble because sometimes they can't control the 30 minutes, but they have another one now where it's this whole pizza insurance, where if the pizza shows up and it looks like somebody dropped it, they'll replace it for free, because that's another issue. So that's how they're standing out. Now for you, in your industry, depending on what you're focusing on, figure out what's the real problem, right? We have a client and they do painting. And when we read all of the reviews that clients gave them, every single review, literally every single one, talked about how they were happy that this client finished the painting on time. So that shows us, hey, this is a problem in the industry, that you don't finish on time. So if every single one of their clients is taking the time to mention them finishing on time in their review, well, that should actually be part of their business slogan or their tagline or their business guarantee. Hey, we guarantee if you hire us, we'll finish this thing on time, or else this will happen. Yes, there's going to be certain criteria, things like that, but as a whole, you need to have whatever you want, whatever's going wrong in the industry, stand out so people will remember you. Plus, that is going to be your unique selling proposition, so people really want to hire you. Number 2 is going to be take what some successful business is already doing and just apply it to your business. And I don't mean just in your own industry, I mean as a whole. Imagine, you're going out for lunch and you're starving, right? You could either go somewhere quick to a McDonald's, or you can go somewhere quick like a Chick-fil-A. Now think of the difference of, just when I say the word McDonald's versus Chick-fil-A, specifically think about the kind of service you're gonna get, right? In this day and age, customer service is becoming more and more as a must-have, as a non-negotiable, because what happens if you provide bad customer service? It's going up on Yelp, it's going up on Angie's List, it's going up on Facebook in the bad review, and you don't want that. So look at how Chick-fil-A does it. They have an extensive onboarding process where they talk about their company values and what they stand for and what they have to provide to each client. So take how good you feel at Chick-fil-A every time, because that's disrupting the industry. Think about how you're usually treated at fast food places. Kind of shitty, right? Chick-fil-A, it could be pouring rain and the girl or the guy standing there with an iPad smiling, oh, what can I get you today? And it's like, well, first off, get yourself an umbrella because you're getting soaked. Take what they do and just apply it to your own business. You don't have to have a lengthy onboarding process where you go through, days and days and days and stuff, but take some of the basics, apply it to your own business, and that's really gonna help you stand out and have a good brand recognition. Number 3 is gonna be a free giveaway. This is kind of a marketing tactic, but let me walk you through it. There's something called freemium. And what freemium means is, we're gonna give you, this is big in the software world, where they say we're gonna give you one little piece of our full platform to use for free. And if you wanna upgrade, it's gonna cost you some money. This is what HubSpot, who's a popular CRM and marketing system, does. they give you the CRM for free. So you can go in, you can add in your clients, you can add in prospects, you can add in notes, but if you ever want to do email marketing with them or any of those other marketing tools and you want to use them, it costs money. And you can use something just like that with your own business. You can do that whether you do it for free or for a very cheap price. The goal is to just get your foot in the door to allow people and prospects to actually feel comfortable working with you and moving forward with hiring you. It's really hard to over the phone sell a $75,000 kitchen remodel, but it's much easier to sell a $500, $300 kitchen design. And the whole goal is to just, yes, you're gonna lose a little bit of money up front, but you test this stuff. And if you know what, out of every 10 people that spend $300 on a kitchen remodel, if at least one person buys it, it's gonna make it worth all the time and a little bit of money that you've lost in the back end because you're gonna make all that money back. So if you got something that you can either give away for free, like hey, we're gonna walk you through other designs that we've done for other people, or hey, we'll do a design for you for pretty cheap, that's a great way to start working with people because prospects and humans as a whole, they love consistency. They don't want to start to work with one person and then switch and go to somebody else because they don't know what they're going to get with the other person when they've already established working with you. I remember for me in college, I took a biology class and I think I got a C in the class, first semester. And I said, well, I'm going to sign up again with this teacher. Even though I got a C, I at least know how she works. Guess what I got the next semester? A C again. So it didn't help, but at least I know what's going on. And when clients and prospects do that, if they hire you to come in and do a really cheap design, when it actually comes time to doing the work, guess who they're gonna be more prone to working with as long as they had a good experience? It's you. Do the free giveaway, freemium model. It will pay off in the end. All right, number 4 we're gonna talk about is actually create an identity. This is kind of a unique one. Stick with me on this one. When you walk around and you've got these AirPods in your ears, they stick out. They're white, they're long, it doesn't blend into anything, but what Apple has done is they've created a status or an identity. And what I mean by that is, when somebody's wearing those white earphones or AirPods, you know that's Apple and you know a bit about that person. You know that they're willing to spend a bit of money to have good technology and they might be a little bit more well off and things like that. There's a certain status with Apple products. It's the same reason why a client who doesn't want to spend $500 to get their bathroom painted has no problem dropping $80,000 on a new Mercedes because of the status involved with owning a Mercedes and driving all around. You can do the same thing with your own business, and here's what I mean. When we do with certain clients, if they are generally trying to operate in higher-end neighborhoods, we want to make it very apparent in the videos that we do for them that this is a high-end neighborhood. We want to show the other houses in the neighborhood. If they have a nice car, the client, or the client's client, we want to get that in the video as well to say, hey, look, if you drive a Mercedes, you need to have your bathroom remodeled by us, right? And you're doing it subtly, but you're creating an identity that, just like with Apple products or Mercedes or all these other high-end products, Rolex, like things that show off status or identities, you can do the same thing with your services. You just have to know how to position it correctly. So you can do that either with giving people away like a shirt or a hat. That's what we do. If you ever do anything with us, we'll give you a cool hat. It doesn't say Full Sail Marketing, but it just has a cool logo on it. Actually, it's that thing right there. Oh, I just blocked it. It's that thing right there. You can see it. We'll get that away. It's not too gaudy, but again, I want to do association stuff where creating an identity of hiring you as a kitchen remodeler is the same thing as hiring Mercedes to come outfit your car. And the very last thing that we're going to be talking about, the 5th, is going to be gifting people. Here's what I mean by that. When you go out and try to find a new client, it takes time, it takes energy, it takes a lot of relationship building, especially in lower urgency industries. Roofing is quick, right? A big storm comes by and there's a hole in the roof. Nobody, the homeowner's not going to go out and try to interview 50 roofers to make a decision in 6 months. They just think fast. But when it comes to remodeling, landscaping, more of the long-term sales process services, it takes a lot longer and it's a lot harder. So instead of always having to go out and find new people, just retain current clients and upsell them, because you better believe if you go into someone's home and you renovate their bathroom, as soon as you're done renovating their bathroom, they're already thinking about the kitchen and the master bedroom and the back deck. And it's just upsell after upsell after upsell. So what's a cool way to stand out in their minds? You gift them. You give them something cool that just says, hey, I'm thinking about you. This is gonna take a bit of effort on your behalf. You're gonna have to get to know them on a more personal level, know more about their family, their occupation, what they like to do for fun, some of the things that they wanna do with their family in the future, you know? And then you gift them something along those lines. A lot of my clients, a lot of the contractors, they wanna better themselves, and they all abide by the rule of you are who you hang out with. So I got all of them a book, or like, you know, some of them, the ones that I think will be more receptive to it, I got them a book that is Tools of Titans. And this book is like a Tim Ferriss book that's all about, here are the, you know, top 300 people that I've interviewed on my podcast, and it's all these billionaires and geniuses and stuff like that. So by reading this, you're learning what tools the Titans are, you know, learning and living. So I got that just as a, hey, thinking about you, hope you're doing well, those sorts of things. And it just kind of keeps putting me back in front of them. Another thing that I do is anytime that I finish a website for somebody, I mail them a Yeti mug with their own logo and their last name on it. And guess what the cool thing is? I do it with their logo, because if I put my logo on it, they're not really gonna be that, you know, hip to using it. But if I give them their logo, the sweetest sound in anyone's head is their own name. So if I give them their logo and their last name, guess what? They're gonna be using it all the time. So gifting people is huge, costs a little bit of money, but costs a hell of a lot more just to gift something to someone and then continue to re-upsell them instead of going out and finding somebody brand new because your client forgot who you are. So those are the 5 things that I would do to make sure that you stand out amongst the competition. Let me hit them back one time. 1, do the opposite. Figure out what is wrong in your industry and literally figure out a way to solve that problem. Number 2, pick what the best out there are doing. Literally go out, buy this book, Tools of Titans, and read what some of these people are doing and just apply it to your own business. 3 is gonna be a free giveaway. Figure out something that you can give away for free or for cheap that's not gonna, you know, bankrupt you, and get your foot in the door with people. 4 is gonna be creating an identity. Make it so that people want to work with you. 5 is gonna be gift people. Stand out in a unique way, so that way if somebody goes, oh wow, who got you this, you know, nice picture frame of you and your family, you can go, oh wow, it was randomly my remodeler did that. And that's how the conversation starts. Something unique. Do me another favor that's kind of unique to all this. Smash the like button. That's the only way that I can stand out from my competition, because there's so many other YouTubers out there. I'm not just competing with the other contractor YouTube marketing gurus. I'm competing with Gary Vaynerchuk, Joe Rogan, the Kardashians, right? To stand out on YouTube. Do me a favor, it helps out a lot. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button, do these 5 things, and I guarantee you your name will start to circulate all around town. Thanks.